Today we speak about noise pollution and sustainability, and I try to interview investors and founders still. Today we meet a founder from Austria, from Portugal originally, but for an Austrian startup called Dreamwaves, Hugo Furtado, and he will explain us how to help people circulating and finding the right way thanks to sound, despite noise, I would say. So in a second, Hugo Furtado for Dreamwaves. So first of all, maybe you can introduce yourself shortly.
I'm Hugo Furtado. I'm founder and now CEO of Dreamwaves, and where we help anyone find their way just by listening.
By the way, by listening, you told me before offline it's a kind of Google Maps for people not looking at the screen.
Exactly. So it's really a navigation app, so you have to think about the Google Maps, but there are no maps. All you have to do is like listen, there will be music somewhere, you hear it, and you find what it is, and you go to it. And then there will be another music, and you follow it. So you go from music to music all the way to your destination, and without ever having to look at your screen.
Meaning the brain is able to understand where a sound comes from exactly, and to navigate in the right direction.
Exactly. Everyone has this ability that they learned since they were kids. The sound, when there's a sound somewhere, it arrives at one ear a little bit earlier than at the other ear, a little bit louder, and also because of the shape of our ears, 2 ears listen to something slightly different. And instead of like understanding these time differences, our brain interprets this as a location, which is very cool. The audition, the other sense, that's really three-dimensional, like vision.
It's mostly used by blind people. Who are your target groups?
We focus a lot on blind people, mainly because this is its group which the highest need, the one with the highest navigation needs. We also focus on elderly people, on bike riders, so that you can like go through the city biking without looking at the screen. And basically anyone that really feels that will be complicated to navigate and wants a more intuitive solution.
Mobility noise is quite loud. If you need to navigate, you need to navigate despite noise around you. How do you do that? Do you already manage that? And if not, what do you plan to do?
Is like very challenging, especially in very crowded spaces, so there's a lot of noise, and it is already overwhelming. Even if you're looking at the screen, the noise is overwhelming. We don't do anything regarding that right now, but we will do it in our plan for the future. Is to find a way to reduce the noise to the user despite him continuing to hear his surroundings in a selective way, and also hear the sounds of our app, so that this overwhelmness can be reduced and then that way can be found in a very easy way.
Your startup is from Austria. When did you found the startup? But when?
When 2019.
2019. What's your background?
I'm a tech person. I'm an electrical engineer from the last millennium.
From the last millennium.
Like I like to say, yes.
But see, you told me you worked in the surgical industry before.
Exactly. So I did a PhD in augmented reality for cardiac surgery.
Okay, and now you use augmented reality connected to sounds to try to help navigate. What's the stage of your startup after 6 years? How big is it? What do you have customers? How many? Or what's your turnover? Give us a few metrics.
So we are a small team. We are like four and a half people approximately. But we built a lot of technology. Everything is built by us. The spatial audio engine is built by us from the very beginning. We built our own localization technology because the solutions out there are very costly. Found methods to do in-our navigation, for instance, with no hardware, no special cameras or anything. So after building the technology, now we are in the market phase. It really started going to market for indoor spaces. In the beginning of this year, we already have 2 paying customers on recurrent revenue. And we have at least 3 prospects with whom we have made offers. So like we are really go to market and in the growth phase.
What's your goal, and what will be your exit strategy in a few years?
The main goal at the moment is to do the highest impact possible. This is really what we want to do. We are very motivated to help people being able to navigate. So we will definitely be open to or thinking and planning to find a player that has really very big reach with the mass public, so that we can really reach the people. So we would sell a big company. One of the famous ones.
Hugo Furtado, the co-founder of Dreamwaves, here on the ChangeNOW Paris. Thanks a lot, Hugo, for your time.